welcome back to the Plans with Emily Ann YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be working on some memory planning. I'll be adding in the rest of my highlights for every day on the monthly view of my July spread. So you'll see here I wrote out all my highlights on this little pad. I usually text them to myself every night, so I had to write them out because I'm using my phone to film, but I'll be referring back and forth to this. And I pulled a bunch of stickers that I think I'm going to use, so I'm not digging around rummaging through my craft supply while I'm doing this video. So I'm going to take a seat and we'll get started. So beginning here on the 4th of July, we went and watched fireworks at our friends the Dossie's house. Hopefully my head's not getting in view of the camera, but yeah, we went and watched fireworks at the Dossie's, and that was really fun because they have like this really big house on this big hill, and actually it's not a big house, but I mean lots of property on this big hill, and it was really fun to go pull out lawn chairs and just sit and watch the fireworks together. And like all the guys had some beers, and a lot of the ladies just drank root beer, but I mean it was a blast. We had so much fun watching the fireworks with them. Let's see, looking over at my list. Oh, okay, then on this day we traveled. One second, let me see, there's one sticker I do want to pull. No, I'm gonna write, or I'm gonna use this vacation sticker. Let me check here. All right, vacation at Tia's, which is my husband's aunt, and she has this really nice house with a beautiful pool in Buda. So we went and drove down to Buda to go see them on that day, and it was our puppy's first swim in a pool, so that was really exciting. And Daisy's first swim. That was actually pretty exciting, very fun. We got to teach her how to swim a little bit. And then a lot of this week was swimming at Tia's house. So just write swimming at Tia's. And if y'all don't know, I love the pool. I love getting in the pool. All growing up, I swam on swim team. I did like 8 years of swim team, so I like really miss the pool. We don't really have a super great pool here in Brady, so getting to swim every day at Tia's house that week was awesome. I had so much fun. See, oh, and then this day, let's see, we played lots of games. Games with the fam. And then family. And I'm actually gonna cut this little beach ball. I'm gonna cut the bottom off here. Ooh, I'll grab my scrap pad, stick that on there. Line that up. Family, pool time. And then let's see, on the 9th, oh, that's cool. We had our first pen and planner posse post online. Let me see, what sticker did I pull? Oh, here, I have these cute little discs to mark our first launch. First pen and planner posse post. And if y'all don't know, I'm in this group called the Pen and Planner Posse, and it's like 10 or 11 girls, and we all share a YouTube channel, and we rotate through, and everybody posts a video bi-weekly. So it's really fun, a cool way to kind of share our creativity. Babes support babes, all that whole thing. All of us are like YouTube babies. So actually this was my little stepping stone to kind of figure out YouTube in order for me to start my own channel, because I didn't know anything about YouTube. So that was really cool to get to learn about that. All right, then on the 10th here, we went home, but I'm gonna mark that it was our guinea pig Mapex's birthday. Oh, that's gonna be funny. We're gonna have a seahorse and a guinea pig. Well, this isn't a guinea pig. This is actually a gerbil, which is kind of annoying to me because I literally don't know anybody that owns a gerbil. I think guinea pigs are like way more common, and yet we have like tons of gerbils in this sticker book, so whatever. But I'm gonna pretend it's a guinea pig. It's the closest we'll get. How old did he turn? I want to say, oh, he turned 5. That's right, because he just crossed the threshold into like elderly guinea pig status. So he because guinea pigs live like 5 to 8 years typically. Our last one died at a little over 6. So hopefully he lives a little longer than that. But yeah, he just earned senior piggy status. And Mapex, that's a weird name. I know that's the name of a drum brand, like a company that makes like marching and concert drums. Because if you didn't know, my husband and I are band directors, so all of our guinea pigs have like nerdy brand, like music brand names. All right, and then this day on the 11th, our good friends, ooh, I'm actually gonna pull a little calendar sticker from my book over here. I'm gonna hunt for 1 second. This will work. Yeah. These don't fit perfectly because they're for the classic size, but it'll work for this. Our good friends Matt and Mia got engaged. Yay, that was cool. So I'm pretty young. I'm only 22 and my husband is 24. So we're at that age where everybody is getting engaged and married, and it's like another like 2 couples every month moving up with something in their relationship status. So that's kind of fun. So it was them this month. Hold up. My cousin got engaged that month too. But I'm filming this in early August and they just got married this last weekend, so I guess that's a bigger deal. They had a really, really fast turnaround. They got engaged somewhere in this week though. Dang it, I forgot to mark that. Oh well, it's not going on there. Maybe I'll do it in like the big week spread. Sorry, this is a really chatty video, y'all. Maybe you don't like those, but for me, they're actually like my favorite. I like chatty videos. I like listening to my planner babe friends chat. Maybe that's not you. I'm sorry if it's not you, but maybe you like it. I don't know. And then this day, we went on a lunch date with our new friends, the Barkers, from church. We had really good barbecue. Lunch date with the Barkers. So that's a big deal because we had like no friends in Brady because we just moved here and it's a small town. So making friends is a big deal. So that was a big stepping stone for us, going out and getting getting lunch with some people after church. So that was fun. Let's see, on the 13th, hello. Oh, this is my boss babe day. Apparently I just had a really productive day. That's what I wrote down. How do I want to do this? Okay, she's just gonna be cozied up with that burger right here. I always like the blondes. They look like me. So I'm gonna put these little stickers for it being a productive day. And I'm pretty sure I was at home, even though she looks like she's going to work, but whatever. It was a productive day at home. that day because we're on summer break, and we are working a lot actually at the school, but we do have some days like that day I was home. So I just got to get a lot of stuff done at home. 14th. Oh yeah, I started leadership camp with the kids. Oh, so that was kind of like my first time getting to teach any of my students. I pulled this sticker to commemorate this because, I mean, I'm of course a little bit nervous to start teaching. So let's see, we began leadership camp. So that basically meant I was just teaching the leadership some of our new marching basics because we're changing the technique this year at our school, which is a big deal. If you don't know marching band, it's really easy to get married to like one kind of technique, and when somebody comes in and changes it, it can be really stressful. So it was basically my job to teach the leadership because I run the visual program at our high school because I had all those years of drum corps. I know marching inside and out, all that good stuff. You'll probably hear me talk about drum corps a lot in the future. Sorry about that. It was a huge part of my life. I'll probably explain in another video what it is because a lot of people don't really know, but I'll save it. Okay, this day I just was really proud of myself because I went for a 3-mile run in, for real, like some serious Texas heat. I went at like, man, it was like 4:30 in the afternoon, which a lot of people would think I'm like crazy, but for me it was like kind of some good training. It was like 99 degrees or 100 or something close to that. So that was like really tough. It was hard. So I'm commemorating that because it's, you know, running 3 miles is one thing when it's like cool out, but when it's really hot like that, man, like you're busting your booty to get that done. It was hard. So that's why it's going in there. It wasn't the only workout I did that month or anything. That's not why it's in the memory planner. It was just kind of an achievement. But anyway, I'll stop talking about that. It's really not that big of a deal. All right, on the 16th, let me see. Oh, we just had steak for dinner. It was just kind of a nice dinner. That's the kind of the point of these monthly view pages is they're just like little snapshots, little nice things that happened each day. All right, and then the 17th, we went and had a date night out in Brownwood, which is like 45 minutes from us. Our small town only has like a few restaurants. We have no chains unless it's like fast food. But yeah, so we have to drive like 45 minutes or an hour to the next town over if we want to eat at like a restaurant, which this wasn't anything special. We just had our date night at Chili's. But believe me, it feels like a big deal when you live in a small town, like what I'm saying. So that was really fun. Then, 18th, I just got a lot of good crafting time in. So I have these cute crafty stickers, planner and washi tape, of course. Crafty time, which is seriously like my most favorite thing ever, like what I'm doing right now. This is truly my happy place. I love sitting at this desk and working. Let me make sure my pages are still in view. Yeah, they're a little bit crooked. I'm sitting crooked at this desk. Let me fix how I'm oriented here. Alrighty, moving on. Then this day, I FaceTimed one of my good friends from drum corps. FaceTime with Zach. He lives out in Arizona. FaceTime with Zach, and then, ooh, hopefully this fits still. It will. My husband and I had a movie night, which normally we're watching TV shows, but we actually watched a movie that night, and it was a commitment. Man, we watched The Patriot, which is like 3 hours long, and it was so good, y'all. I had never seen that movie, the Mel Gibson movie, The Patriot. Man, it is incredible. I cried like 5 different times. Like, wow. It really makes you appreciate your country. Man, it was awesome. It's about the American Revolution, if you didn't know, how we became a country. So it was super awesome. Just all about this guy who was a loyalist. If you haven't seen the movie, Mel Gibson is like this loyalist, and he wants to stay loyal to England, but then his son joins the revolution and ends up getting in a lot of trouble with the British Army, and all this stuff goes down, and his family is basically under attack, and he realizes why it's important to become a patriot and fight for America. So he does, and it's a super awesome movie. Oh my goodness. So anyway, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's incredible. Alrighty, and then on this day, I guess it was kind of like not a lot happened, because my highlight is Happy Mail came, which is fun, but not like a super big deal. Happy Mail. Alrighty, and then on the 21st, oh yeah. Oh my gosh, this was the day that my students, oh my gosh, okay, so small town things, like literally all my students do agriculture stuff, so they all work with animals, and they do like 4-H stuff, and they show them at the stock show. So I have kids who show all kinds of animals: horses, goats, pigs, cows, rabbits, I mean, you name it, they do it. So one of my students is obsessed with the goat she works with. Like, she loves this goat. He like stays at her house and stuff, the goat she's like training and stuff for the show. And she freaking brought that goat to the band hall. It was in my stories. I don't know if you saw, but it was like the funniest thing. He was running around like chasing her and hopping up on like tables and stuff. It was a riot, like so funny. I mean, totally could not happen in like a big school district in a city. I would have gotten in a lot of trouble, but here in the, rural areas, like, people like that. So it was just really funny. I mean, at one point it like pooped everywhere. It made like a huge mess and everybody had to like clean it up, but man, it was like so worth it. It was a riot, like so much fun. And then we also had staff lunch at Bierman's. Oh, this is gonna be like way down here so I can fit it. Staff lunch at Bierman's, which was some really awesome like brisket and stuff on sandwiches. They weren't really burgers, but I don't really have like a sticker for brisket sandwich or anything. But oh gosh, the sticker is huge. Can I cut this down at all? I'm gonna try. Let's see, I'll do like that much. Yeah, it still looks like, what is this thing called? A palette. We did leadership posters. Look at that. It's terrible. I'm just gonna write on the sticker. Leadership posters in the band hall. That was also on my stories. Had our kids were making posters for each section in the band. It was really fun watching them get to be creative. I think that was my highlight for the next day too. And they straight up were like using paint and all of it. Oh, no, but okay, I'm gonna chop this too, so it fits. Tricky lining that up. Leadership posters, alrighty. And then the 23rd, oh, we had our first worship team rehearsal. So I have a few stickers for that. That was cool. I've never served on a worship team before, y'all. But so now that we're, again, because we're in a friggin' small town, no one here can play like anything. So if you didn't know, I grew up playing piano like my whole life pretty much. I started lessons when I was like 5, and I took lessons all the way until I graduated high school. So I'm like a pretty decent pianist, but since I've been in college, I haven't really worked on it that much. So while I was in college, there was never really opportunity to serve on a worship team because there's always somebody better than me that could do keyboard better than me in like the city, like out in Denton where I went to school. So I never got the opportunity to serve on a worship team. But now here, they're like, oh my gosh, you have a background in piano? Can you please come do keys with us? So now I'm playing keyboard on our worship team, and my husband does drum set. So we're like power coupling it up as usual, because we work together. Now we're on worship team together, so it's just a hoot. It's so much fun. But yeah, that was our first one. That was really cool. And then on the 24th, so I'm gonna keep popping up here to make sure everything's all cool with my camera. On the 24th, I went out and had a solo shopping spree. Oh my gosh, I did some damage. I spent probably like $300. But we just got our paychecks, and I won't be doing that every time we get our paycheck, but I just needed a shopping spree, y'all, and it was cool with my husband, so I just went and did it, and it was so fun. I had such a good time. I drove all the way out to San Angelo by myself, an hour out there, and just hit all the stores, got craft stuff. That was a huge haul I posted. I got like craft stuff, I got clothes, nail strips, dog toys, sushi, coffee, like you name it. I went to town. It was so much fun. So let me write that out real quick. Shopping spree in San Angelo. Oh, I also got some house plants. It was a good time. 25th. Okay. I worked on organizing the office. This room I'm in right now. And it was a really fun project. I went through like all our closets and our memory boxes, like memorabilia, and just kind of dug some stuff out and organized, and it was super fun. And then I was continuing that same project this day. It's the sticker, sorry for the mess, but we live here. I finished up on the office, I believe, and I spray painted things. That was fun. So finished the office and worked with spray paint. Ew, my handwriting looks terrible, but I don't really care. This is my memory planner, so it's not really gonna bother me. Alrighty. Hello. There, 27th, band registration. That was a big day. I got to meet like all of our students, almost. They came in, got fitted for their uniforms, all that good stuff. Because I'm so sorry, I feel like a broken record. Because we live in a small town, we are going back to school in the fall, in person, because we live in a rural area. It's a small school. All of our kids have like blue collar working parents, and a lot of them don't even have like internet or cell phones at their houses. So any kind of remote learning was basically out of the question. So we are going back, and as far as we know, we are like continuing with like band and all that, even though it's a little weird. We have to like distance our kids somewhat, but we haven't even hit 20 cases in our county yet. So like we don't even, mask mandates don't even apply to like where we are. It's kind of awesome. So we have like actually a lot of freedom. We've stayed really healthy since the whole thing started, so we're actually able to do like some band camp, which is really cool. Which, here we go, first day of camp here. Did I use the stickers I meant? Oh, hang up. Hold the phone. I did this wrong. Okay. I did this wrong. I forgot. This was my mom's birthday. We had so much fun. Okay, Whiteout to the rescue. I forgot this was the one day we went back into Austin. And isn't this cute? This is from a Daiso store back up in the DFW area where we used to live, but Mom's B-Day. And we visited our friend Jay at his new apartment in Austin because he just became a band director and moved into his first apartment on his own. So that's cool. How can I do this? Because we did play a lot of games. I mean, I'm just gonna stick it here. It would make more sense if they were flipped, but I really don't care that much. I'm just trying to get it down. Alrighty. What else do we have here? This was our... Oh, you know what? This was... I was about to put this fun day sticker down. This was our first day of band camp, and I mean, y'all, it was actually like super not really like the best day. Just gonna be honest. I'll just use this. It was our first day of band camp, and just being real, we're joking in the office that I drew first blood on the first day of band camp because, so I'm running like visual rehearsals outside, so I have like kind of the crappy job of like making kids like march in the heat, and I get the most pushback because we're doing the hardest work that the kids do. Our head director does the music rehearsals inside, and my husband is working with the percussion, which is a much smaller group, so I'm doing all the outdoor rehearsals. And anyway, had some not so nice girls in the flute section who didn't like that I wouldn't let them sit down on a water break because they're like, guys, they're like 2 minutes long. Okay, so I wasn't letting anybody sit down on the water break, and these girls are in cheer, and just like the typical cheer stereotypes, oh my gosh, I got so much attitude, and apparently the ringleader of all of them like cussed me out behind my back as I was walking away, which is like super lame. And y'all, honestly, like, I'm a nice person, like I'm a really nice teacher. I asked them like super nicely, but they just had all this attitude, didn't like being told what to do, the whole thing. So apparently I got cussed out behind my back, and our leadership heard it, and the leadership loved me, so they were like really upset that we already had people disrespecting Miss Hahn, and they said this about Miss Hahn, and that's not cool. So they already like came and told us about it, and then we had parent conferences, and already first day of band camp. So that's a really long way to say that this fun day sticker really was not appropriate for that day, because it was super not a very fun day. Kind of shattered my confidence for a few days. A first year teacher coming out for band camp, and it was just kind of sad. We already had somebody being really disrespectful and mean. Everybody else was really nice, but those girls, oh my goodness, apparently they've been like that since like the 6th grade. They almost got kicked out of band right then. Real talk, they did. Our head director's like really sick of it, dealing with them. Anyway, that's the tea, sis, as they say. Okay, it looks like my highlight for this day was I got a really nice nap in. Probably with Luke, who is my husband. Just clarifying, that's my husband. His name is Luke. Alrighty. Then we're almost done. I know this is a long video, y'all. This day, my husband's parents came in, and they brought us a new washer because my washing machine sucked. It like wouldn't spin the clothes when it was done, so I was literally like throwing sopping wet, like you could wring them out, they would drip on the floor, clothes, and I would put those in the dryer, and it would take like 3 cycles in the dryer to dry. It was ridiculous. So they brought us a new washer. They drove all the way like 5 hours from Tyler, brought us a new washing machine, stayed the night. It was awesome. So Jim and Val came in to visit. They couldn't stay very long, but we did get to go and have lunch with them the next day on the square in our little town, and it was really nice with Jim and Val. Look, the little crab's happy for us. That's so nice. All right, y'all, this video is like super long. I'm sorry, but hopefully you like it anyway. It'll probably take me a million years to upload, so I hope you appreciate it. But I had a lot of fun creating this month view, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you like this video, please go ahead and like it and subscribe to my channel for more of my content. Bye, y'all.